Almost without fail, you will find windows on your commercial buildings. And during your exterior portion of the inspection, within the CommStop, you are to inspect from ground level a representative number of the windows. Now, you could use other means to help you look at windows that you might not see from the ground. Comes to mind drones, camera-mounted pole-mounted cameras, maybe even looking at the windows from the interior of the building. Now, when it comes to windows, there's a lot of different types of windows that you're going to see on commercial buildings. And in this illustration, I want to describe a few of them. We can have the single hung window, which is one sash moves while another sash is fixed. We could have a double hung window, which means both sashes move up and down. We could have a casement window, which is hinged on the side. We could have an awning window, which is hinged at the top, or a hopper window that's hinged on the bottom. Then beyond those, we could have bay or bow or stained glass or lead glass. But in commercial buildings, our most common window that you're going to find is probably the fixed pane window. It's a window that doesn't operate. Many of the other style windows, or an operable window, will be probably found in the multifamily commercial building. But in this case, let's take a look at a fixed pane window. Understanding commercial windows involves understanding the most basic of them, which is the fixed pane window. With commercial windows, they're not historically bought off a shelf. In fact, most commercial windows are built for this specific application. Most commercial fixed pane windows are an aluminum frame, which we have here. We have an aluminum rail and aluminum stile that creates the opening for this window. Then glass is ordered to fit this opening. And then the glass is inset into the frame and held in place and sealed with these rubber gaskets. Our most common issue that I'll find with fixed pane glass is these rubber gaskets, as the sun bakes on them, tends to open up. And in this case, you can see where this is loose, and I have in upwards of 3/4 inches of gap over here in the corner. Now, that gap's important to have sealed because as I look at this glass, I've got about 6 foot of glass, and this is about 3 foot. So I've got 18 square feet of glass for when water pelts against it, will rush down this glass and into the gaps of this seal. And that would potentially be a water intrusion issue that you would find in the interior of the building. Now, you're not operating fixed pane glass or fixed pane windows because they don't operate. They sit there in one place. But you are to look for any other damage that could be present. Damage could be cracked glass. Damage could be obviously failed window seals. And that obviously failed seal would look like condensation, fogginess, or a haze between the two pieces of glass. Now, when you're looking at a representative sample of the windows, that doesn't mean that you have to physically touch every window. You're going to try, especially from the ground level, you're going to try. But as you can see next to me here, I have a large bush. And so there's no expectation that I would have to meander through these bushes to try to get to the next window. But I would certainly try to do my best to look at this window from another angle. So let's see if we can look at any other windows and see if there's another issue that might develop. We did not have to go too far. In fact, inside of these bushes where I can't get to the glass, I can actually see cracked glass from here. And so I'm going to note on my inspection report that we do have cracked window glass. So again, your scope is to look at a representative sample of the windows from ground level or accessible from the ground in any other means. Let's see if we can find another window with another issue for us to talk about.